Feel it to heal it. What does it really mean? I remember very clearly it was one of the mornings during my satsang in yoga teacher training. I could see my father's last rituals and not bearing the pain of it, experiencing it that in that moment again. I busted into tears so bad that I had to leave the room and allow the emotions to flow through me. On that very same day, I requested time with my one of our gurus who taught us Bhagavad Gita to understand what had happened and why this pain surfaced despite the fact that I thought that I had processed and I was over his loss. But little did I know what followed. When I shared with her my journey over the years, my struggles, the emptiness that I was feeling despite all the achievements that I've made, all the milestones that I've reached, what came later actually invited me to sit with all there was. She said that I hadn't really grieved my father, but rather diverted and distracted myself all these years to avoid feeling that pain, feeling that emptiness, and that busyness became my comfort. So when I was chanting also, chanting yoga also moves all the stuck energy in your body and brings up all the suppressed emotions that we have hadn't faced for a long time, and that is what had exactly happened after days of moving my body, stretching my body, and doing asanas, pranayama, dhyana, and living very clean, devoting myself, surrendering myself to the higher power. It brought all the emotions up for me to face, to sit with them, to allow myself to grieve, to have that moment. And post that, I truly sat with everything there was. Once I allowed myself to sit with whatever needed to come, a lot of emotions, traumas, spaces, and parts of me started to surface that truly needed my attention, truly needed to be forgived, truly needed the warmth and the compassion that I may not have received. And it wanted no one else and it wanted nothing, but it only wanted my attention, it only wanted my compassion, it only wanted my love, my understanding, and a relationship with my own self that no one else could have provided. Feel it to heal it is what, in its true essence, allowing all there is to come, feeling all there is that surfaces, highs or lows, big or small. As humans, we are conditioned and programmed to only chase the highs, the achievements, the milestones, the happiness, the success, the growth, the joy, the thrill, the adventure, the newness of all the human experiences. But at the same time, we do not really know, are not educated, and are not well equipped to process the grief, process the loss, the heartbreak, the jealousy, the anger, the rage that comes up as a result of ignoring a lot of parts of us over the period of our lifetime, and just suppressing parts of us that are true and authentic. Feel it to heal it. What it means is allowing yourself space, compassion, to make room, to take your time, to have no blueprint, no boundaries, no timelines, but allowing yourself to feel, to overcome, to release, to forgive. Because there is no right or wrong, there is only feeling. And once we start feeling, once we start putting, shedding light on parts of us that truly need our attention, truly needs our love, we start healing those parts. And when we start healing those parts, we also allow ourselves to truly feel the joy and calm that follows that. We truly allow ourselves to experience love in its purest form. We love ourselves before we love others. And isn't that's what the meaning of life is? Isn't that what we're here to do? To experience humanness in its all form and finding divinity in it.